Sometimes having curly hair makes me feel like a loser. I know that's like pretty fucked up to say. And there's so many times when I see people with naturally curly hair and I think that they look so cool and so awesome and so beautiful. And yet for some reason, my hair doesn't make me feel any of those ways. I remember growing up, as soon as I got my first straightener, I would straighten my hair every single day, stick straight before school. And it would take me an hour in the morning. I would wake up early and make sure I had enough time to straighten my hair. If there was anything I needed to do before school, it was straightening my hair. I didn't care if I went into school naked. I had to have my hair straightened. I don't really remember ever getting made fun of for having curly hair, but I think that's because as soon as kids started like actually making fun of kids and bullying kids, I had already been straightening my hair and people didn't even know I had curly hair. I remember once in high school, I came to school with my natural hair and this girl said, "Oh, do you put it in braids to get it like that?" And I was like, "No, this is my natural hair." And she was like, "I don't believe you." But it was true. There's something fucked up about, maybe it's our culture or maybe it's my own brain, but I remember the girls that wore their hair naturally curly in my school, at least, were not that popular. They were a lot of the times introverted, quiet, and some would say weird. So I never wanted to be like that. I wanted people to like me. I think a lot of my growing up, I was called weird up until around 5th grade. And then I made a conscious decision not to be the weird kid anymore and to try and make people like me. I remember saying, I'm not going to do anything that's going to make me stand out in a weird way. And if I do, then it has to be them laughing with me, not at me. So I would purposefully do things so that it was a choice that they were laughing at me. It was my choice, rather than just because I have curly hair, they can laugh at me. It had to be me making a joke or anything like that. Yeah, no one wore their natural curly hair at school, and the girls that were popular and everyone liked and guys would drool over were the ones with long, straight, shiny, naturally straight hair. And you could tell it was so healthy because they didn't have to straighten it, so it looked so good, and it was always long and silky, and I wanted that so bad. The funny thing is I wasn't even able to achieve that because I was frying my hair every day. So there was no way of achieving long, healthy, shiny hair when I was just burning it to a crisp every single morning. There are other things about my hair that would prevent me from doing things like going to swimming pools, especially after I hit puberty. And that is right around the time that I started straightening my hair. I did hit puberty pretty early. I think I was in 4th or 5th grade, and I got my period. And around that time, that's when I started growing, obviously, pubic hair. And I have black, thick, coarse hair all over my body, so that's what happened down there. Even after shaving, I didn't want to go to the pool for 2 reasons. I had curly hair and I didn't want people to see it, and I had pubic hair that was dark and thick, and I have light skin, so it shows even if you shave it. And it didn't just grow in the area where your swimsuit covered, it grew down my thighs, and it made me feel like I was disgusting and people wouldn't even want to see me in a swimsuit because that's gross. I mean, there were times in high school where I would wear a swimsuit, but I would always be trying to cover up that area, or only if I was going to a friend's house where they already knew I had curly hair, or where I could do my hair afterwards. But I would always be covering my downstairs area, region, up until college. when I decided to get laser hair removal. As an adult now, I've been trying to get more and more comfortable with my curly hair, but I still feel like if I were going to an event and I wear my hair natural, I would feel like it wasn't done. I would feel like people were looking at me because I didn't look like I was put together. That's how I feel. And it's so unfair because it really takes me a long time to make my curls look good. So when I do go to an event, I do, you know, the whole 9 yards, and then I get there and I just feel like an outsider. I feel like I don't look like I belong because I don't have silky smooth, long, luscious, straight hair. And it's definitely a me thing. I feel like more and more as time goes on, I feel like people are wearing their natural hair, they're embracing it, they're loving it. But for some reason, it's still so hard for me to get out of this negative mindset of what beautiful hair is. I also think it's hard because I'm starting to get gray hairs, so it makes me hate my hair even more. I have such a struggle and a love-hate relationship with my hair. This is so stupid. I don't feel pretty. I have a lot of gray hairs. It is a lot. And people try to make me feel better and say, oh, they don't notice it. But I get comments about it all the time. So I know people notice it. I notice it and I can see it. And that on top of not looking like the stereotypical beautiful, like luscious girl with luscious straight hair makes me feel horrible about myself, and I don't know how to embrace it. Like, I don't. I look in the mirror and I try to find ways to style my hair, and I hate all of it. And so I found like a few styles that I can manage and like feel okay with, but I hate it. Last year I got long curly extensions, and they were fun for a second, but they're heavy and tiring and a lot of work to put in and to make blend. And I thought that would like solve my issues, like, oh, I can embrace my hair if it was longer. And it feels the same. I've tried different products, I've tried different hairstyles, different haircuts, and none of it feels right. None of it makes me feel beautiful with my curly hair. I mean, there are days where I feel better about my hair than others, and I'm getting used to it. I will say that. I am used to wearing my hair curly now. Do I look in the mirror and feel beautiful? No, I don't. And there is no conclusion to this because I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to work through this negative mindset. I think the first thing is to just acknowledge it, and I feel like this is the first time I've said all of this out loud, kind of. I mean, it is the first time. I don't know how to embrace and love my curls, but I'm working on it. I'm trying. And for the last year and a half, I've been wearing my hair curly almost every day, and that honestly has helped. There are days where I feel all right about it. Like I said, I don't look in the mirror and think, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I don't think that's yet. But I'm trying, and there are days where I look at it and I think the curls turned out nice today, and I think that's a start. It's only been a few times since I've thought that in the last year and a half that I've been doing this, but it's a journey to love your hair and to love yourself. Yeah, I guess that's the video. I just wanted to talk about what I was going through, and hopefully someone can relate and help me with some tips and tricks on how to love my hair, because I don't know how. I need to Google this. I need to YouTube this. Honestly, I haven't even YouTubed like how to love your natural hair. I haven't done that yet. Let me know if you felt ugly. I don't know. Let me know if you felt any of this, and if you have something that's a little different from most, or from the stereotypical beauty standards, and that you're trying to learn and go on a journey with and start to love about yourself? I would love to hear in the comments. If you have any tips and tricks on how to start loving your insecurities, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for listening.